Yeah, God is a blessing, my nigga. God is a blessing, my nigga. One up production, nigga. Always keep that motherfucker. No face affiliation. See, now if you niggas knew me, man, you niggas love me, nigga. The beginning ones do, they already know what the fuck it is, nigga. Always that way. Life gloves glossy. One glance could be costly. Producers turn you to stone. Mama leave you frosty. Cold inside. So you can feel the pain coming from windows left open. Releasing the same like streets are drained. Only teddy bears remain. Cemeteries packed just like that prison cage. I've been through mazes. Shootouts amazing. Ambush literally from the bushes they spray from. And back and case something. Damn, they ain't budging. Court, I'm on my right side. I had to wake something. Seen too much, way too much, but soaked it up like sponge. Never knew that prison was people ahead of my fucking phone. Bars and line punches. And truth to be told, pupils been over college growth, you know. So how the fuck would you know what my life is? I'm going mad like Cujo. The story behind my eyelids. Behind the door with one window. What's good, people? Let's say God bless and good morning before I go into like and subscribe to the channel. But it's Tommy G. Welcome to Coffee and Cannabis. And I'm here with some more news concerning our history and the people of our lives that made changes and the differences that were made because of these people and their sacrifices. And how young they were. Today it's about Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton, bro. How can anybody forget about him? Man, this guy was no joke. You hear me? And he was young. They killed him at the age of 21, bro. He was set up by this guy named William O'Neill. He ended up dying as William Hart. This guy, William O'Neill, ended up being a federal informant, infiltrated to the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? And he set the brother up. There's a movie out about it called Black Messiah. I never seen it. See, I go look into like more of the documentaries on this. I didn't even know that the movie was about this guy who I always had like Fred Hampton, Black Panther, chairman of the board. Like, I gotta look more into this guy. Man, he was the same as Larry, Jeff Ford, David Barksdale, Booney Black. This guy, I'm gonna say he was even above them, bro. He was on the Black Panther movement, no drugs and protect the community. Oh, this stuff is hurtful. No, and they killed this man while his soon-to-be wife was in bed, pregnant with their son. And much love and respect to Fred Hampton Jr., chairman, of the new Black Panther Party, the new Black Panther Cub Party. He's a serious individual. He's about his people. He's about upliftment. And I'm just not finding out about this guy. And that's how ignorant we are as a people. We don't know much, and we're not getting told much. And I could say that's due to our upbringing and maybe our elders, but I could say also with our dumbasses not sitting down and trying to listen and ask the right questions instead of running the streets trying to be tough and prove a nothing, But anyway, man, I seen something, man. It's quite disturbing, bro. They went to the man's house. Before they went in the house, they shot it up. No, his wife, she broke it down, bro. She broke it down hard on how they did them. And I wanted y'all to check it out, bro. How they came into these people's home while they was asleep after William O'Neal drugged the brother to keep him unaware of what was to take place, keep him asleep so it can be an easy job for the police to come in and put over, well, if not over, close to 100 bullets in this man's house. And about probably 40 or 50 in his bedroom while he was, bro, this is insane. And it's just hurting me to the core when I hear stuff like this. They paid the people, but at the same time, a great person was taken away from us. Listen at how she describes the murder of her husband and the near death of herself and her unborn child.
At the apartment. She was, well, more than 8 months pregnant. This is how she described the raid. Her son, Fred Hampton Jr., is sitting on her lap as she describes how his father was killed.
I came into the room, started shaking the chair. Said, Chairman, wake up. The pigs are rampant. Still half asleep. I looked up and I saw bullets coming from, it looked like the front of the apartment, from the kitchen area. They were, pigs were just shooting. And about this time, I jumped on top of the chairman. He looked up. Looked like all the pigs converged at the entranceway to the bedroom area, back bedroom area. The mattress is just going, you could feel the bullets going into it. I just knew we'd be dead, everybody in there. When he looked up, he didn't say a word, he didn't move, except for moving his head up. He laid his head back down to the side like that. He never said a word, he never got up out the bed. The person who was in the room, they kept hollering out, stop shooting, stop shooting. We have a pregnant woman, a pregnant sister in here. At the time, I was 8.5 to 9 months pregnant. My baby was to be delivered in 2 weeks. Pigs kept on shooting. So I kept on hollering out. Finally, they stopped. They pushed me and the other brother by the kitchen door and told us to face the wall. Heard the pig say, he's barely alive, he'll barely make it. I assumed they were talking about Chairman Fred. So then, they started shooting the pigs, they started shooting again. I heard the sister scream. They stopped shooting. Pig said, he's good and dead now. The pigs were running around and laughing, they were really happy, you know.
Look at them motherfuckers smiling.
I never saw Chairman Fred again.
That was Deborah Johnson, the fiance of Fred Hampton, on her lap, their little son, Fred Hampton, who is now an activist around prisoner rights and prisoner issues around this country. Jeffrey Haas is our guest.
Effed up, ain't it? Effed up. This is what they do. The boy was 21 years old. He was not a violent individual. He's just trying to encourage a black power movement or a brown power movement, or to bring however you want to say it, bro. He's trying to make it better for us as a child. He was 21. They went in that man's house and shot him up like that. Oh, there's more. Yeah, because to all those who want to say, hey, yeah, he was violent. He was about to do dangerous things upon this country, and we had to go in there and do that. No, there are other individuals who are also involved, who also know how to do investigations that are aside from the police and FBI. And one of those individuals is also here to explain exactly what went down with that young brother and his murder.
While I was interviewing the survivors, my partners went to the apartment And when we gathered all the evidence, it turned out that the police had fired 90 shots into the apartment with a submachine gun, shotguns, pistols, and a rifle. There was only one outgoing shot, and that came from a Panther who had been fatally wounded, and it was a vertical shot after he was hit himself. So Hanrahan, the police were assigned to the state's attorney, a politically ambitious law and order prosecutor who wanted to get the political advantage of having attacked and taken out the Panthers, was on the TV that morning saying the Panthers opened fire. It turned out we proved that, quite to the contrary, it was a shoot-in, not a shootout. What we uncovered years later, we also filed a civil rights suit after the charges were dropped against the Panthers. And in addition to proving, as I said, that it was a one-sided raid, that the police came in firing, the evidence also showed that Fred Hampton was in fact killed with 2 bullets, parallel bullets, fired into his head at point-blank range. He wasn't killed with the bullets through the walls. But what we uncovered was that the FBI had obtained a floor plan of Fred Hampton's apartment. That floor plan was complete with all the furniture, including the bedroom where Hampton and Johnson slept, and a rectangle showing the bed. And it turned out that this FBI informant, William O'Neill, and his control took that floor plan and gave it to Hanrahan's raiders before the raid, so that they came in knowing the layout, knowing where Fred would be sleeping. And when we looked at the directions of the bullets, in fact, they converged on the bed where Fred Hampton was sleeping that morning.
As I recall, a lot of the bullets were shot from the floor below as well.
Yes.
They were
the front door and the back door, and then they took the machine gun and stitched the wall in the front, and that went through all of the bedrooms in the apartment.
And the role of the FBI and of COINTELPRO, the FBI's massive program against dissidents in the United States. How did you uncover that as well?
Well, first there was a burglary at the Media, Pennsylvania FBI office, in which some draft dodgers uncovered that there was this program that talked about basically it was an attack on the entire black movement, and particularly on the Panthers. And it talked about disrupting, destroy, and neutralizing the Panthers by any means necessary. And one of their objectives was prevent the rise of a messiah who could unify and electrify the black masses. Fred Hampton, at 21, was a tremendously charismatic and powerful figure in Chicago. He could talk to welfare mothers, gang kids, and he could talk to law students and college students.
Like and
he had
subscribe.
the ability to pull people together.
Coffee and
You
cannabis.
got a little glimpse of that in what the clip that you saw. But he made people believe in themselves. He made people feel powerful, and that they could bring about change. And that was his real threat. And so we knew there was this program to prevent the rise of a messiah. We knew about the floor plan. Then we uncovered a document that they gave the informant a bonus after the raid because his information was invaluable to the success of the raid.
The oath, freedom, or death. By the way,
listen, that was so wrong to do that to that man. You hear me? We need to do what we need to do as they did. They set up here, man, and sacrificed so hard. They get found guilty of this garbage. Oh yeah, but then they don't take no responsibility. So this ran this man's house, kill him, and shoot others. And boy, that's why the father's real. They missed the lady, they missed the mama and the baby. Well, you got me messed up. You got me messed up, for real. And you know what I'm saying? Let me turn this down some. Oh, I got on my all black. I'm damn near ready myself, bro. Facts. I mean, shouldn't that be enough to make us want to do something? I'm not trying to say, let's go out there and start shooting. But man, they can't just be shooting us and getting away with it, bro. Somebody got to go to them officers that's really going to represent us. Jesse Jackson, not Al Sharpton. Vericon, no, bro. How long is it going to be words? you did this, y'all did this to this man, locked the other leaders up, you know, threw drugs into the country and all into urban neighborhoods. I just wanted y'all to see that, man. I'm gonna come back with another segment concerning this situation. Like I said, I didn't know too much about Fred Hampton, but my mother loved him. My step-pop, my father, my stepmother, they loved him. And I never like, oh, I ain't asked about this man. I'm asking now. And I'm finna make sure he get through my venue. Hey, Fred Hampton was that guy. Facts. And I'm so serious. It's your boy Tommy G, or your man, your king, your brother, your fellow soldier, Tommy G. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna say love first, peace later. This is Coffee and Cannabis. Make sure you stay in tune. And with any questions, I'm always answering. This one guy, he got questions about the Pac situation. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like I said, I was coming around the corner. I seen a small group, and I seen a bigger group. What happened by the time I got to the crowd concerning the Hyatt? I'm in the Hyatt looking at everything. I don't know where the hell Pac went. The nigga pulled the magic act. He was black Houdini at that point. But yeah, like I said, any questions, I'm gonna answer, bro. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie about that. You ain't gonna lie to me about that. Like what? Yeah, okay. But much love. Peace later. Tommy G, Coffee and Cannabis. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And remember, Fred Hampton. I'll bring more on him. God bless.